Congratulations.
Congratulations!
Congratulations!
Congratulations.
Hi, Mr. Play.
Congratulations.
Congratulations on being the first person officially here, Mr. Play.
Congratulations!
I am just getting myself a brew and stuff before I start. We should be starting shortly. Hi, Infernape, welcome on in. My coffee machine doesn't want to work, so I suppose I'll make a start. Everybody, welcome in. I have been playing around with the stream and trying to make new things, and then I remembered we had a new game to start, and Veilguard is available on PS Plus, so we're doing that. But I'm going to make sure this still works first. It should.
Why did the half-blind man fall in the well? Because he couldn't see that well.
No worries, Phil. And Northern Milk, I've not played this yet. Ooh. I'll be back in a second, my microphone has gone funny. Yeah, Twitch is just being mean. There we go, I'll fix the microphone. Yeah, the no downscaling thing used to just be because of all the heavy loads, because they had that many people streaming during lockdown and stuff, during COVID. So we almost never see it nowadays, but yeah, to answer your Sunmilk question, no, I've not played this yet. I watched Cherries play chunks of it, of course. Like for the times I was awake for her streams and stuff, I saw that. But I've not played it myself. I have played all the other games. It's not linked to an EA account. Account linking. I'm sure I have an EA account and I've played plenty of EA games. Right, we want performance, brightness is fine, contrast is fine. Vignette, fine, motion blur off. Bloom is fine with me. No worries, Phil. They look alright for now.
Toast Sushi
Oh,
89.
Wayne.
Resubbing for 35 months with a familiar message. Richard appreciates the consistency in humor. Let's keep the fun banter going strong and continue spreading joy and laughter together.
Yeah, this all looks fine.
Toast Sushi 89. Resubbing for 35 months with a duntastic message. Your humor never fails
Richard,
to
why are
bring
you
a
doing
smile
everything
to Richard's
twice?
fluffy face. Let's keep the banter rolling and the fun vibes soaring high.
Are you just having a confused moment? Is that what it is? Yeah. Anyway, all the settings seem fine. We'll turn that off, just for Twitch reasons. And then decide what I'm going to play.
I knew him as Solas. Smart,
Solas the dick.
thoughtful, loved to hear himself talk. But long ago, he had a different name.
The Dreadwolf.
Ancient elven god of lies, or heroic rebel against tyranny, depending on which story
I'm
you
trying to remember
read.
what I played in the other games now.
In his desperate fight against the corrupt elven gods, Solas imprisoned them, creating a veil that split our world from the raw magic of the Fade.
I know in the original game I played a mage, because I started in the tower.
But the veil cost the elves everything. Their magic, their freedom, even their immortality. Now, Solas wants to tear down that veil and undo the damage he caused, even if that means our world has to burn. Somebody's gotta stop him. And that's where you come in.
Oh yeah, the original Dragon Age Origins. I know I played an elf. And I was a mage. Because I started in the circle. I remember I was an elf. Because I get insulted everywhere. And I think the second game when I played Hawk, I was a fighter. And Inquisition, I think I was a mage as well. Yes, I was. I'm gonna go mage again in this, just because I want to play around with the magic in like the more action style system. Customize. Set features default. And then you just mold it however you want it. So we'll go for a skinny bugger because he's going to be a mage. Yeah, I remember some of the stuff that I did in Origins, like what was it? I sided with the circle. I sided with Alistair as well against Loghain. Remember what else I did? Oh yeah, for taking down the dragon in the first game as well. I did the thing where you sleep with Morrigan and make a child, and the child gets the power. So I made it so yeah, so Morrigan basically ends up with the power. I don't remember what other decisions I made. I know I did most of the DLC, but I can't remember what I did in it. Right, what sort of dumbass hairdo should I give my wizard? I've made him look suitably tired for somebody who spends all their days like studying magic and stuff. And I reckon he's probably going to have longer hair because wizards do. Long hair, yeah. A long ponytail or like looser hair? It will probably be in a ponytail or something similar. I know somebody who knew how to braid hair like that. Took her ages to do it. Yeah, I think one of the ponytails near the bottom would work best. Because there was one that was just a really long ponytail. Where was it? There we go. And then, of course, big wizard beard. Because all wizards should have beards, really. can go back and put the man bun if you want in for the name. See, that's more like Dorian in Inquisition, like the fancy curved one. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. The same colour as the hair. Because being a mage is stressful, so you're gonna have... like, you're gonna have grey hair no matter what. Give him slightly worse eyeshadows. And tattoos were more of an elven thing in this, unless they were fancy designs. Patient rope. See, these more like look more like elven markings than anything else. Which, if I remember right, they were slave markings as well. So I think we'll go this one with the fishing rope. Body tattoos. Because if I remember right from what I saw, we are supposed to be like a criminal at the start of the game, so go for like a matching design. Part of the criminal underground. Scars. They're more blemishes than scars, but that one, it's more like blemishes. Head. No, this is more like the dwarven stuff. There we go. Class. We are mage. Be a death caller. Second. That's necromancy, basically. There's evoker, just freezing and stuff, and spellblade, which is the fancy dance round stuff. So we'll probably go evoker. You'll either be Deathcaller or evoker. But yeah, we're going to be a mage. Faction, so who do we work for? Grey Warden, Veil Jumpers, Deploys Ancient Ruthens in Arlathan Forest, founded by the elves. Welcome anyone. Also, they're the crazy, ruins hunters. Shadow Dragons. Tevinter rebels. We've got loads of fortune with the skimpy outfit. Aravane, the place across the sea. Mournwatch, necromancy. I suppose mysteries of life and undead. Turns sprawling Grand Necropolis, or the Antivan Crows, who are the assassins. I am tempted to go with the Mournwatch and then go Necromancer to make it all fit. So we'd be a mage that works as part of the Mournwatch, and I could specialise in necromancy then. So we have the Grey Wardens, who fight against the Darkspawn. You get recruited from all walks of life. When you become a Grey Warden, you're literally on a timer, because becoming a Grey Warden kills you within a certain amount of time. But you're basically a specialist against fighting the Darkspawn. We've got the Veil Jumpers, who run around Arlathan Forest, go through all the old elven ruins looking for just like trinkets and things. You're basically a treasure hunter. You got the Shadow Dragons, who are basically the Tevinter resistance. So you're fighting back against the Tevinter Imperium, who are the mage upper class, the ruling class of Tevinter. The Imperium is all about slavery and things stuff like that. Like, the magicians are the upper class. If you don't know magic, you don't know shit. You got the Lords of Fortune, they're basically pirates. They're all have their own mercenary companies and things like that, and it's basically who can get richest fastest. You've got the Mournwatch, who are basically necromancers. Navarra has a thing about interring all their dead, so they have a huge necropolis, and then of course undead sparks up there regularly. So the Mournwatch are basically like guards of the Grand Necropolis. They watch out for burial thefts and tomb raiding and stuff like that. And then you got the Antivan Crows, who are basically thieves and assassins. Yeah, Lords of Fortune is basically Booty Bay from Warcraft. It's the goblins from World of Warcraft. So I'm thinking either Grey Warden or Mournwatch. I suppose a mystery. So, increased damage versus undead and demons. Additional affliction stack on targets. Grey Wardens more quickly. Damage versus Darkspawn. Defense health slightly increased. You know what, I'm tempted to go Necromancy with the spell, so I'm going to go Mournwatch. Yeah. Restless spirits threatening the inhabitants of the Grand Necropolis. Rook took decisive action to protect both the living and the dead. Still discovered by undead inside a Grand Necropolis tomb as an infant. Rook was raised by Mournwatch necromancers, eventually joining the order. During a civil war between the undead nobility, known later as the War of Burners, he led a daring attack on the rebellion's dueling leaders. It was a success, quelling the war and saving lives, but Rook's destruction of those undead nobles was controversial. Some Mournwatchers feared Rook had offended the Order's aristocratic patrons and encouraged him to travel for a while. So yeah, we'll go for that. So playstyle. We are going to be if there's anything like customize all settings, brutality, push to the limit. Oh, this is actual game settings. So just here for the story. This is actually just difficulty. Cool. Yeah, we'll go for adventurer. First name. There we go. That'll do. So Laurent, Inglevar because where we're from.
Time to get to work.
Well, we're not in trouble.
Let's move.
That was only 4 voices. We'll go for the main one then.
Hi. We can lend a hand. He's always got some story.
That'll do. Oh, you can customize the main character and a few events from the previous game, Dragon Age Inquisition. Minor effects on the story. Right, we'll do that. So, make changes. Edit the Inquisitor. The Inquisitor was human. Was a man. We will just look for a few presets and stuff because I can vaguely remember what he looked like. So he was pretty much the default Inquisitor. I know that he had longish hair. Fits him. There it is. He had the eye makeup. Or was it the tattoo or the paint that he had? I think it was the paint. Yeah, he was, because he had that across the eyes. Inquisitor was sleeping with Cassandra, and Cassandra became the Pope. I remember that much. The Inquisition disbanded. We vowed to save Solas from himself. There we go. There's our character this time. He prepares later in game. Yeah, you always can. Time to get wizarding.
So, where were we? Oh, right. Him. Our best plan is to stop the Dreadwolf before he can perform his ritual. After following his trail across half the known world, we finally tracked him to Minrathous, capital of the Tevinter Imperium. But to find the Dreadwolf in a city this big, we need a local expert. So, naturally, our story begins where all great stories begin. With the seediest bar in town. And a missing contact.
Or fight.
Let's try this again. Where's Nev Gallus?
You think you can come into my bar and make demands?
There we are. We're grumpy.
Nev Gallus is my only shot at finding the Dreadwolf. I'm not leaving until I know where she is. Be ready to talk by the time I get to you.
Darling, you're adorable.
Not a bad fist fighter considering he's a wizard.
Not enough gold in the world for this.
Varric, now!
Meet Bianca. She'd like you to stay a while.
Even Varric looks older.
Nev Gallus.
Dumat Plaza. The Venatori cultists took her to Dumat Plaza.
Thanks. Your friend Nev Gallus. He's at Dumat Plaza.
I heard. That's why you're my second in command. Although, for the record, there was probably an easier way to do that than fighting an entire bar.
Yeah, but then we got to fight an entire bar.
What did I have to worry about? You were there watching my back.
Yeah.
Come on. Harding will be worried.
All right. Break's over.
I hope Nev's as good at finding people as you claim.
She's the best damn detective I've ever met. If she says she's got a lead on Solas, I believe her.
Get him.
The Archon's palace. Something must have gotten them riled up.
Spare a coin, please. Andraste bless you.
It's definitely prettier than previous games.
Down before he starts his big ritual?
That ritual is going to tear down the veil. The only thing separating us from the Fade and an endless number of demons.
Yay, demons.
You, halt!
after us? Is it because of the bar?
Word travels fast in Minrathous.
Alien
We've gotta
abduction.
help her.
We don't have time to get arrested, especially if we...
There's that big hole in the fade you wanted.
Oh, crap.
We're too late.
The ritual started. But if we hurry, we can still stop Solas before it finishes. Let's go! Harding's this way. She'll get us to Dumont Plaza. Then Nev will get us to Solas.
Demon.
Watch out!
More demons.
Is Solas summoning demons for purpose?
My guess is the Veil is weakening, and they're slipping through the cracks.
And when the veil comes down completely,
And the whole world is going to look a
The
lot
big demon.
like this. Come on, this way. It should get us to Harding.
Run.
You're safe now. Get inside and
Hey.
bar the door as quick as you can, okay?
Thank you, miss.
Harding, you all right?
I've been doing what I can to help. The ritual must be weakening the Veil. There are a lot of scared people out here.
And a lot of demons. Haven't seen this many come through the Fade in years.
A lot of
And
demons.
what about you two? Are you okay?
that was a lot of demons. The Archon's palace was taking shots at us too.
Gets the blood pumping.
Have you got my gear?
Right over there.
Yay, stuff.
Where's Nev Gallus?
My wizard
Wasn't she at
staff
the
as
meeting
well.
point?
Venatori got to her first. They grabbed her before we arrived and paid off the bar owner to keep it quiet.
I'm not surprised our detective did something to piss off a cult of murderous blood mages. But their timing stinks. The bar owner said the Venatori took Nev to Dumont Plaza. Can you get us there, Harding?
Not a problem. I saw Dumont Plaza while I was scouting the area, and it was crawling with Venatori. Follow me.
Eyes up. We've got company.
Going for a fight.
Dean,
Light attack with square. Chain it 3
Here they
times.
come.
2. And dodge as well. How do I lock them? There. L1 to defend.
I think that's the last of them.
Good. Let's get to Dumont Plaza.
Healing
and find
potion.
Nev. You two all right? Patch yourselves up if you need it.
I don't get it. If Solas tears down the veil, doesn't that destroy everything?
Solas always talked about how beautiful the ancient world was,
That world existed before the Veil, and he wants to bring it back.
even if his ritual
That's a
means it's all
regular
in the
dodge.
process.
And then double tap for the magic dash. Gold. Remembering the controls isn't going to be much of a problem, it's the same as Dark Souls.
You are in violation of Imperial order.
Oh no, I think that's Dumont Plaza.
Bubbles.
Let's move.
They're the ones who made trouble at the bar.
Never mind, they've broken
Venatori
off.
cultists!
I hate these assholes.
Oh god. Pull up the card.
Looks like the
I
Venatorian.
really like the flow of the combat in this one already. Like, the older games were mainly turn-based, although Inquisition was a lot more action-oriented. But this seems to work quite well. Yeah.
Friendly bunch of cultists, aren't they?
We've had run-ins with them in the Mornwatch. They're always hunting for dangerous magic.
I reflect that back then.
That's them.
Let's try it again. One shoot at me. Or just shoot at Harding, never mind.
All citizens must remain indoors until the magical anomaly is fully contained.
And then I have a triangle attack too. Let's see what that does.
Guess we're sliding down.
Wee.
Allies of Ned Gallus! Kill them all!
Arcane shot. 100 mana to use. So that's like a wave attack. Ow.
Venatori, take your revenge!
How do I know how much mana I've got?
Another barrier, but
I get to show numbers instead. Interface. Hood. Minimap on. Lock. Combat text. Percentage on the wheel.
looks like Nev's work, not the Venatori's.
Alright, we do get a number for the mana now this is on. Hey look, she throwed everyone.
Not the worst timing.
Nev, it's so good to see you. We thought the Venatori had kidnapped you.
They thought the same thing. A lot of Venatori in this city have reason to hate me. Figured I'd play along. Find out who wanted to settle the score this time. Then the sky started raining demons. So I'm back on the job.
Appreciate it. Rook, this is Nev Gallus, our local expert. She's gonna help us find Solas. Nev, meet Rook. Harding and I found him a while back. Thought we could use an expert on trouble.
Rook, like the chess piece.
One of
Hey.
the strongest pieces on the board, but he tends to think in straight lines.
We came
There we
prepared
go.
for a rescue. Looks like you were way ahead of us.
A rescue? You're sweet.
You said you had a lead?
That doesn't sound good.
I haven't seen Solas in person, but I did find hints of old magic, similar to what you get in elven ruins. I traced it to a building beneath Our Lady of Victory. That's where your man is hiding.
Then let's go. Before this ritual he's doing gets any worse.
Worse, this ritual's already drawing more power than I'd expect from a dozen mages. You told me he was working alone.
I also told you he was an ancient elven god.
An elven god. Well, Whatever he is, he's causing trouble in my city. Let's go.
All citizens in the Canal District must remain in their homes.
So if we do catch Solas, or the Dread Wolf, whatever he calls himself, what's the plan?
He wants to bring down the Veil. Hopefully that ritual takes his full attention.
So we catch him while he's doing his ritual, so he can't fight us.
That's the hope. If it comes to a straight-up fight, we're dead.
I completely missed that then. No, it was probably a demon jumping around, but I saw nothing. Oh, down there.
We can slide down the line to get across.
I'm getting too old for this.
Can't cross zip lines. Ever since playing Uncharted and having
That's the building
multiple
I catch
zip lines break on us.
Looks like the Venatori also found it. And then demons found them.
Around here. Secret stuff. That honestly sounds like gunshots. Currently inaccessible. Guess we go this way then. Range attack. Trying a magic enemy beam. This attack consumes mana. Not bad. Alright, so R2 is my barrier breaker.
Enchantment on the entrance. I can get it.
Ooh. I've got the staff that does necromancy, and what appears to be a dagger that does frost.
Venatori. They must have tracked the magic to this building as well.
And then the demons found them.
Couldn't have happened to a nicer bunch.
We should head back. Solas is probably inside.
Hey, cool, we get a diving attack. And you can zap in the air to slow fall.
So this is the Dread Wolf's hideout.
One of them, at least. Not sure how long he's been here.
Some of this looks ancient.
Solas has been around longer than Manrathus itself.
Broken chains. Solas is freeing slaves.
Solas hates slavery. One of the few things we actually agreed on.
He said the other elven gods were tyrants who oppressed his people.
What do you see?
No sign of Solas. Just a big glowing window or mirror or something.
Well,
Yeah, you have to go through the mirror. That always ends well.
Ancient elves doing something to a dragon, I think.
Yeah. Trying to control it, maybe?
Solas said the other elven gods were evil. If they were binding dragons, he was right about that much, at least.
Demons.
Mages can use the orb and dagger combination. You square with the attack with the orb and triangle to attack with the dagger. Quicker than staff attacks, but with shorter range. With an arcane mark to the target, the third time it becomes an arcane bomb. Or that could be a proper mate and just sap things. Snuffles. How you doing? Any more secrets and stuff up here?
It sounds like that opened something below.
I'm starting Veilguard for the first time. And I'm being a wizard because wizards are cool. Tiny chest with loot. Just gold. Yeah, I am right at the beginning of the game, so you've not missed much. Other than this city getting attacked and currently in the process of being trashed.
Window you saw earlier, Rook.
It's called an alluvian. They're elven and very old.
It acts like a doorway from one place to another.
Either is fine.
Them to get around quickly.
He must have gone through it.
And we go into Elf Realm.
Well, we're not in Minrathous anymore.
I know these trees. This is Arlethan Forest.
And there's your ritual. The power involved. I've never seen anything like it.
The tremors are getting worse.
Doesn't look good.
And we've got demons.
I thought the demons were bad back in Minrathous.
The Fade's a mess this close to the ritual. No telling what could come through.
Does it feel like those tremors are getting worse?
Keep moving and try not to think
They are
about
getting
it.
worse. Everything's falling apart. This looks like shit. That one. It has been okay. Work has been tiring. Getting annoyed at people doing stupid things.
We get tremors every time one of those big crystals at the ritual site lights up.
Not many of them left to light. Might want to hurry.
Pizza. Hope it was good pizza. The triangle attack some can break through armor as well.
Quite a few of them, aren't there?
Nothing compared to how many will get if Solas finishes his ritual.
Something Italian name. That works. Hard to make chicken Kiev, but it never works properly. It always explodes.
We have to stop this demon quickly.
Oh.
Watch the lightning!
Touched the wrong way.
How did a demon this large get through the veil?
It's a pride demon. Damn thing probably sets Solas's ego.
Everyone all right?
Good enough. Let's get to Solas.
Bolognese is good. Recipe Bolognese is one of my favourites. I stole my mum's recipe before I moved out.
All right. I'll take it from here.
This is the first boss Snuffles.
Sure?
Positive. You three just keep the demons off me while I talk to him.
Varric,
Although
Solas isn't gonna stop just because an old friend asks nicely.
Solas needs someone.
maybe we can do a Far Cry 3
to
thing.
help him justify changing his mind.
Just let Solas win. You could do it.
We've got your back. If anyone can get through to him, you can.
Thanks, Rook. Whatever else he is, he's my friend. And if he won't listen to me, then he'll hear from Bianca.
More demons!
Yeah, this is the bit where
Take care of
Varric
the team
manages
for
to
me.
convince him completely, and Solas stands down, and we get like end credits 5 minutes in. This is exactly what'll happen.
Hey, Chuckles. Hope I'm not interrupting.
Let's buy him some time.
I hope Varric is getting through to Solas.
Better talk fast. We can't hold these demons off forever.
The veil is a wound inflicted upon this world. It must be healed.
By
You're the one who
drowning
did
the
it.
world in demons?
I have taken precautions to minimize the damage, Varric.
Minimize the... People are dying right now. You need to listen. Please.
People are always dying. It is what they do.
Holy shit, dumbass.
Do you want me to take the shot?
Won't work. He's too powerful.
What if we disrupt the ritual?
How?
See those statues? If we break the scaffolding holding that one up, the whole thing will come down on Solas.
It's risky. Interrupting a ritual of this scale will have consequences.
And what about the demons? Varric needs us to hold them off.
Right, you two stay here. I'll bring down the statue.
What? No. Stepping into all that raw magic is suicide.
The storm could tear you apart.
Anyone got a better idea?
Well,
Fine, but you'll need backup. I'm with you.
I'm a mage. I'll go.
Either way, someone needs to stay back and deal with the demons.
let's take Harding, because I'm a mage.
Let's go, Harding. Nev, keep the demons off us.
You got it.
Now we have mages in 2 locations. To start breaking stuff.
This is it!
Bring down that scaffolding!
Why?
Oh.
Why tear down the veil, knowing all the lives it'll cost?
We shared a journey years ago. Do you believe that I would do this if there was some other better option?
The pillar's weak, but
It isn't falling!
Needs a push.
We need to push it!
I'm with you.
Together! Now!
You came a long way and made a valiant effort, Varric, but this story does not end with my downfall.
Push!
Get him. Over, get him. Oh no.
Varric! 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 Oh no.
You're not really supposed to pull daggers out, but considering this is a creepy glowy dagger, it might be best. That is a good looking pizza snuff. Other than the fact that I don't like mushrooms, it looks good. Look, tentacles. That's not good. Dragon Age. The Veilguard.
You have no idea what you have done.
Solas. I know what I did. I stopped you from destroying the world.
I was not destroying the world. When you disrupted my ritual, the magical energies pulled me here, into the Fade.
Okay, so that's why you're here. But why am I here?
Your physical body is unconscious, but you shed a few drops of blood at the ritual site. Enough for a tenuous connection.
Blood magic?
Firstly, I abhor the use of blood magic. Secondly, had I the power to control you, I would already have used it.
It's a trick.
Get out of my head! As I said, out! I do not want to be here any more than you do. But your actions have set events in motion. And I would not have your ignorance on my conscience.
What are you talking about?
The Evanurus, or as you would call them, the Elven Gods. The creatures that escaped. In ancient times, they ruled the elves, but that was not enough. They sought not just to be obeyed, but to be worshipped. When I rebelled, they drew on the horrific magic of the Blight, corrupting all they saw until I trapped them. Thanks to you, though, I am now trapped, and the blighted Elven Gods walk free.
Yes, the Blight was the Elven God's fault.
Right, you were innocently doing nothing when we came along.
The prison in which I had trapped them had begun to crumble. I was moving them to another.
So you weren't tearing down the veil and drowning the world in demons and wild magic?
I had a plan.
Varric always said you'd have a big explanation for why none of this was your fault.
Varric?
Yeah, he said that's your style. Never quite lies, clever half-truths that let you convince yourself you're doing the right thing. He tried to talk to you anyway, and now he's hurt.
Varric is...
On the recommended list,
quite
which was
practiced at
full
shading
mushroom
the truth
pizza.
himself.
So those
All the
things
most
that got
popular
out,
mushrooms
was
in
it they were
Japan.
gods?
They
Sounds
said they
pretty
were
cool.
gods. Blighted, tyrannical,
Like my sister would
sadistic
like that kind of
gods.
thing.
It took all my power to imprison them millennia ago, but I am certain you will be fine.
It's your fault.
Your ritual let the gods loose. You don't get to sit back and look smug.
What else could I possibly do? I do not have my ritual dagger. I do not have the network of mirrors that took me from the lighthouse across the world. I have nothing as the gods threaten this world again. All because you disrupted my ritual.
You mean when I stopped you from covering the world with demons?
You will soon see what I was trying to prevent. Elganan and Gillenane are your problem to solve. This is your responsibility now.
What do you say, Baldy? I still think it's your fault.
Why tear down the veil?
Do you want me to take the shot?
You have no idea what you have done.
This is your responsibility now.
Well, look who's still with us.
Varric? You're okay. But I saw Solas stab you. You fell.
Trust me, kid. I've had worse. It'd take more than a flesh wound to stop me. Don't think I'll be making it out to the field anytime soon, though.
What happened?
What happened?
Luffles is siding with
I
the
did my
demons.
best to talk sense into Solas, but of course, he wasn't listening. He never does.
The plan did go a little wrong.
Yeah. Nev got everyone out. By the skin of her teeth, mostly. And before you start worrying, Harding will be fine. She's made of sterner stuff than either one of us. Or, at least, she's a lot tougher than me.
I should have come up with a better plan. I should have...
You worked with what you had. And you succeeded, by the way. World isn't drowning in demons.
It isn't over, though. We trapped Solas in the Fade, but something else got out. Something...
Rook, you've got this. I've seen your work. I remember your disagreement with senior watchers about how to handle that undead rebellion. There's a reason I dragged you into this whole Solas mess. You're clever, adaptable, and you don't know when to quit.
Rook? You're awake. Sorry, I didn't mean to barge in. I was just looking for elf fruit.
No, it's fine. I was just going to stretch my legs.
Oh, Rook. Watch your step out there. If you put a foot wrong, you'll fall forever. Yeah, on top of everything else, the Illuvian took us to the Fade. The place where dreams come from, so... that. Yeah.
Then I really need to look around.
Yeah, you should. And we should talk about things. Maybe find Nev. She's outside, looking around. There's a room with a table down the stairs. I'll meet you there.
Go ahead, Rook. I need to sleep. See you later, kid. I wish I could be out there with you, Rook. Just be careful, all right?
I'm muted because I'm a muppet. I have a counter for this as well. All the times I forget.
Look who's with us.
We're really in the Fade.
Land of raw magic, nightmares, and this, apparently.
I was just reading what
It's
was
a
on the
lot
screen
to take
anyway.
in.
Harding thought we should talk about what comes next.
She's not wrong. But if you need a breather, can't hurt to look around first.
exploring. I'm going to level up as well. Master magic are its natural elements that fate to destroy them into powerful forces. 3 available points. Then we have level 20 before I can specialise in the necromancy stuff. We got Nurse passively when you're not in combat. Shockwave. We've already got Arcane Shot. Guaranteed crits if knocked down. Tell you what, we'll get these 3. You say that, Snuffles. I went out not long ago with some friends from work, and we went to a bar that did cocktails and stuff. And they did one called the Arcane Shot.
To go this way.
And it was like a...
What do we do now?
It came in
What do we do?
groups of 3, so you get 3 shots if you ordered it. And one was green, one was blue, and one was pink.
Harding,
Oh,
It was pretty good.
hey, Rook. How's it going?
I should be asking you that. I got you hurt.
This is a
Like the
dangerous
green one
job.
was sour apple.
Everyone knew that signing on.
The blue
There's so
bottle,
much to
blue
do,
one was like
We have to keep going.
tropical, and the pink one was raspberry. Oh, my mug. So, show Patrick at some point. But that was a gift from my old World of Warcraft guild, who were all Irish. The guild was even called Paddy Irishman.
You don't slow down for much, do you?
You sound just like Varric. And I always said, well, someone's got to keep you on your toes, old man. So
Yeah, I've had that cup
that's
for
what I'm
years.
here to do. That's what I have to do. We need to get back to the ritual site, don't we? Let's stop worrying about me and go do that. Come get me when you're ready to go.
I have a tin whistle somewhere as well, that one of them got me, that I never learned to play. We pairings must meet face to face. Sounds like a puzzle. Fighting you inwards.
Must be 2 more.
Ah, so they're in pairs. Now make sure to show him all of your Dubliners albums and similar. Look at this place. Planned a rebellion here once, said we'd change the future of the elves. throw off tyrants, and we did. Now the path outside is fractured, it'll be hard rekindling all the illusions. Solas, if you see this, I'll be looking out for you out in this world and in the middle one. Don't cause too much trouble before I get there. So somebody was meeting him. Wonder where we'll find those other statues. Be around here somewhere. The skull. Spirit painting gonna. Have they always been here? There are beings in the crossroads unknown even to the wise, though the most ancient ones make any domain of their own. Certainly the caretaker belongs here now. Wonder what we look like to them. Need is a scaffold, and the needs of the living ever rise and fall upon it. Hunger, thirst, sleep. Imagine the constant cacophony to one sensitive to such things. Or am I too simple? Wants are fleeting. Needs have deeper roots. That's why I find this particular That's why I find this particular spirit's presence both comforting and disconcerting. The prospect that our heart's desire and our truest need could differ, or if not odds, it's hard to contemplate. So there's a spirit here somewhere. Chest.
Wisps. Figures are in the fate, but I swear they're following me.
You alright?
Strange place you've fallen into, but I'll work with it. You know me.
Do I?
I know Varric wanted you for the job. You know the same about me. It's a start.
A bad start. Unless you always meet people when something's on fire.
Most of the time. It comes with a line of work.
Right. You take a lot of notes. What about?
Lately, what we know, or knew, before Solas changed the game.
Good choice, Snuffles.
Not much. I'm sure Lace would hate to hear that, but one step at a time.
We'll figure this out. I'm sure of it.
Really? Do you know something I don't?
No, we just... Well, we have to, right?
Yeah, that's the job.
Eve approves. Probably is somewhere some milk. You might get a chance again one day. So I bet if I turn you to face that way, I need to turn the other one to face me. So if you face this way.
That's the second. One more to go.
Yeah, there are a bunch of concerts I've wanted to go to that I have missed for one reason or another.
I'm getting used to the fade.
Oh yeah, this is back to Harding's room. these two is what behind there. If I turn you that way, I need to go behind the other building. My old man. My mate loves that song. I have a friend who's quite a decent singer. Well, I've known her since pretty much primary school. Since we were like 7, 8. And she loves My Old Man. Divine Imperatives. The helm of the Solar is destroyed. Elgrenald's favourite torture is over. Too many agents have been rescued with their minds burnt out by that memory of an erased sun. I feel a lesson here. The helm was not created to torment, but the Evanurus are not as we are. A god's ruminations carry their own will and imperatives. Memory bleeds into their icons and transmutes them as fire begets fire. For our wolf lord who puts so much of himself into his creations, what imperatives do they carry? The heart of a rebellion must remain hidden. Yet the light of divinity is uncontainable. We must be swift. Thought lingers, even as he saves us, what does he impart upon us? Yeah. Right, so if I turn this to face that one,
Okay, that did
I've
something.
unlocked something. But what have I unlocked? This was the dining area. Oh, was it the bit inside that said about 3 faces? Is it this? Secret tunnel. Got a music room. Bunch of money. More money. Memories of a duel. Music left by the instrument appears to be for a duet. It's been annotated by an expert hand. The annotations are accompanied by clear emotional impressions, diligent practice with a ruthless eye to mistakes, the relief of private achievement away from a well-meant misunderstanding and mindless worship, an unspoken joy in the centre of rising perfect echoes. Finally, a beloved memory surfaces, a smiling glance meeting at a crescendo. Shared moment of understanding, seeing completely and wholly being seen. The impressions fade. Can we play the piano? Let us. Nah. We found a secret room. Right, what was down the stairs? We didn't go this way last time. This is where the mirror room is. Dreadwolf's Illuvian. Most of us have only travelled through the Illuvians at the whims of those called themselves our gods. Know them as mirrors that go from one to another, bonded, a pair linked, no matter what the distance. Solas has outsmarted the so-called gods. If we could use normal Illuvians, they could track us to our lair. Solas has improved upon June's work by creating a mirror whose singing stone can change its tune to take us to any Illuvian, not just its bonded partner. Thus we can travel wherever this rebellion needs us with no fear of pursuit. Travel is as safe as normal Illuvian. If you have questions, ask for the slow arrow. anything else up here? Or does it just lead up to Varric? Just leads up to Varric. Right, let's talk.
So, we stopped the ritual.
And Varric paid the price.
Hey. Varric made his choice to go talk with Solas. He knew the risks. We all did.
And now Solas is gone. And we're here. Wherever here is. Besides in the Fade.
Solas called it the Lighthouse.
He did? When?
He invaded my dream.
While I was out cold, he showed up in my dream and he's really mad that we stopped his ritual.
Good.
He's also trapped in some kind of prison in the Fade. Not happy about that either.
You're sure that wasn't just a dream? It's a reasonable reaction.
Solas can speak with people in their dreams. Even kill them.
I'm safe on that front. I bled a little when I got knocked out. Enough that he can gripe at me, but not enough that he can make my head explode.
So Solas is using blood magic? Like any normal mage would to play with your mind?
But he's not a normal mage, like I told you. He's an elven god.
Putting together a nice ritual doesn't make him a god.
Or
Nev, I'm a mage. You're a mage. Solas is more than that. That ritual was more than some circle mage could have pulled off. Even more than a Tevinter Magister.
Alright, well, we've stopped the ritual and there doesn't seem to be an immediate danger. For now. You're certain Solas can't use blood magic to affect your mind?
I'm not certain of anything. But we're not out of danger.
What do you mean?
Solas had 2 of the other elven gods imprisoned. When he got trapped, they escaped.
So those things we saw come out of the Fade when the ritual went wild, those are...
Elganan and Gillenane. 2 of the ancient elven gods that Solas rebelled against.
worse than Solas.
Solas warned me about them being evil, which is pretty rich coming from the guy who just tried to tear down the veil.
You don't believe him?
No, that's the problem. I do believe him. He said they were horrific tyrants.
Tyrants so powerful, elven history remembers
Nev
them
got
as
hired by
gods.
Varric as well,
Solas
basically.
said Elganan and Gillenane drew on the Blight for power and became corrupted. That was
Getting
when he
paid
was
for it.
So instead of one god running around, we have 2. And they're not just powerful, they're blighted.
We need to get out there and stop them.
Just like that, without Varric. And you're still getting back on your feet.
I'm fine. We can't just sit here and do nothing.
We need to investigate. Figure out what we're dealing with before we rush in and make things worse.
And how many more people will get hurt, get killed, while we spend time investigating?
What? But I'm going to side with Harding.
If Elganan and Gillenane are worse than Solas, we don't have time to waste. We need to act now.
We don't know what they can do or what they want. We don't even know if Solas is telling the truth.
I'm not saying we go in blind. This time, if we see a shot, we take it.
All right. The last place we saw them was the ritual site.
The Illuvian took us here from the ritual site, instead of back to Minrathous.
Then let's hope it takes us back.
Harding, you okay to go?
I'm not gonna sit back while elven gods destroy the world because I have a headache.
All right then. Let's get back to the ritual site.
The Illuvian has its own special room. It's just down the stairs.
I found it. Where is it? This way. Yeah, there's definitely more of this place to explore. I'm guessing all these bits. Just down these stairs to it. Yeah, Neve was one of the other people hired by Varric to help stop Solas, or try to. So we kind of just got lumped together.
For all we know, there's a dozen demons waiting on the other side of that alluvion.
If it even takes us back to Arlathan.
Huddock, you sure you're up for this?
I'm fine.
Better be.
Well then. Shall we?
Let's do this.
Ah. Flashbang.
It's quiet. Well, isn't that a surprise?
There's the ritual site.
Go.
But if the gods really did get out, they're not here anymore.
Right, let's take a look around and see if we can find...
These are the veil jumpers that I mentioned earlier.
Shut it down!
I'm trying! It's not working! I can't contain it!
Oh, you broke it. Rubbish.
Strife? Irlin? It's me, Lace Harding.
Harding? What are you doing back in Arlathan?
It's complicated.
I can see that.
Rook, Nev, this is Strife and Irlin. Varric and I met them when we first started hunting down Solas. They're veil jumpers, experts in ancient elven magic.
Hardly experts. I should have been able to shut that artifact down. I'm sorry, Tarith.
It's not your fault.
Well,
Since the
everything's
sky
screwed.
ripped open, the magic's been surging. Bunch of artifacts that had been dormant for centuries started coming alive. This is because of Finn Harel's, sorry, Solas's ritual, isn't it? You all were supposed to stop him.
We did, sort of.
We did stop him. The sky's not pulling itself apart anymore, is it?
But
But it didn't go as cleanly as we hoped. Solas got pulled into the Fade, and some things got pulled out. Or someone's, I mean. Two of the evil elven gods. Elganon and Gillenane.
Mathalanast.
the elven gods of old, the Evan-Urus.
If they truly have returned,
Then things just got a whole lot worse.
Oh, well.
I was really hoping that the Dread Wolf was lying to us about all of this.
He's the god of lies. But some things are sacrosanct, even to him. He might be a bastard, but he's a damn sight better than the Evan-Urus.
there's a reason Solas led a rebellion against the Evan-Urus, and a reason he imprisoned them.
But now they've escaped.
Tareth is in bad shape. We need to get him back to the camp.
We've still got dozens of veil jumpers unaccounted for.
How can we help?
We need to find Belara Lute. She's the best there is at working with our ancient artifacts.
And also at blowing them up.
She was
Right.
off looking for another artifact before this ritual shook everything loose. If anyone can get a handle on all this wild magic and the artifacts it's setting off, it'll be her.
Right. Then you two get your friend back to your camp and we'll find Belara.
Harding, you're dying.
Harding, you're injured. Stay here with the Veil Jumpers.
I can help.
I know you want to, but we don't know what we'll face out there, and you're in no condition to fight.
Okay, fine. I'll stay.
We'll meet you back at the Veil Jumper Camp. It's just south of here.
Balara's out near some elven ruins to the west. At least she was 3 days ago. I'd start your search there.
Good luck, Rook. And thank you.
On the Thumb Forest, the elven ruin. Pretty, even though there's a giant hole in the sky.
There's something strange about this fog.
I've never seen fog like this. Something's not right.
Before we go any further, I will BRB because I need the loo. Oh wait, yeah, that one's not working. This one. Yeah, that's a voice I recognise. That's what it is.
Wake up.
I couldn't physically roll fast enough to avoid his shield. Because I was spamming the roll button and I dodged the first. That dog just backflipped past me. Right. Now we've got you.
You're nearly there. Fill the bank. Get that primeval up. Portal's up. Go take him out. One down. They'll need new teeth after that one. And more moats. Bury another. Woo! They wanted to fight you, right? That's what they said.
Yeah, the creepy dolls and Stalker. I forgot about those. Yeah, if you ever play Stalker 2, Keep an eye out for dolls in odd places, because they're all over the place. And they're all in like little creepy poses and little set pieces and things like that. Hell, there was one on top of a grenade at one point. If you nudged it, the grenade went off.
So that suit of armor is moving. We've got company.
Oh, that's what's about. Many fast ones.
Gotcha.
You stole it.
Oh, people. Where'd you come from?
Bellara? Bellara Luther. Strife and Irilyn sent us to find you.
Who are you, exactly?
Call me Rook.
Nev Gallus.
Wait, I know that name. But protocol is to wait a full week before they send anyone out to look for me. I've only been gone 3 days.
Well, the situation's changed. For the worse, unfortunately. The elven gods Elganan and Gillenane have escaped from Fen'Harel's prison. And it seems like they want to destroy the world.
Oh,
Yay.
yes, that is very much for the worse. Okay, wait. I need a second.
I've had a couple of days, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around it.
It does sort of explain a few things, though.
Like what exactly?
The surge of raw magic in the area. These artifacts started waking up a while ago, but in fits and starts. One here, a couple there. Then, a couple of days ago, the sky split open. And now, raw magic. Thick as fog. Only a god, or gods, could have done that. There's something kind of exciting about it.
Of
and dangerous. Really
performance
dangerous.
issues at release,
Enough that I was gonna head
but it
back
didn't
to the
take them that
Veilguard
long
camp,
to fix it.
But what?
See that shimmer?
Like,
That's a veil bubble.
I think they had a
It's separating
within
us
a
from
week
the
or
rest
so.
of the real world, so to speak. You can only pass through it one way. Once you're in, you can't get out.
This is playing in performance mode as well, so it prioritizes having stable high FPS, and it still looks pretty good.
I think I'd prefer to stay in one piece, yeah.
Right, me too. But I think I can find a way out. A bubble like that? There has to be something at the center that's generating it. Something powerful. If we can find it and remove it safely, I mean, the bubble itself should collapse.
And then we're back in reality?
I sure hope so.
Well then, let's get going.
Worth a try.
Odd to find a camp this far out.
We've got camps all over Arlington.
With holes.
Veil jumpers do, I mean. Never really know when or where the magic's gonna start going wild.
No fishing minigame yet, though. Is there a secret behind the waterfall? No? Rubbish.
I've been trying to get to the artifact at the center of the bubble, but these magical constructs keep getting in the way.
A few dozen demons shouldn't be a problem.
Spirits, not demons. They're animating those suits of armor. The armor's attuned to the artifact to protect it from threats.
Ah, and I'm guessing it sees us as threats.
That's the hole in the sky. Down there.
That's the edge of the bubble. Can't pass through it. We need to shut down the artifact first.
Note's running off the hide. I'll get up to that.
Is that water just swirling into the air?
We call that kind the whirlpool. The anomaly, I mean. Never seen one this size, though.
What happens if I just... Nothing. Oh, something might happen if I jumped into it, but apparently not. I'm just gonna broke my leg. When we're done, took a blade to the gut. We can hear one of them wolves on the bridge. Cleave will make a break for it. Can't wait for us forever, right? That's what you think. Nog meat. Someone's been eating the cute, tiny little guinea pig creatures. Like them over there. Right. This way. Said there were constructs on the bridge. So keep an eye out. The other end, I think.
Demons! Right where we need to go.
Let's deal with them.
All one such companion's ability. You can use fade bolts. You can use Iron Slash. These shortcuts. Little point. Your Fade Strike. You're the jump attack. You are a Frost Nova. Wall of Fire. Chain Lightning. And if we head over this way, this is where we get Necromancy. Area called Freeze enemies.
Any ideas on what the artifact we're looking for might be?
I have a couple of theories, but nothing definite. We might find some clues in the ruins, though.
I don't usually see elven ruins that haven't been picked over.
Not many people come this far into Arlathan. Just veil jumpers, mostly.
And people trying to save the world, apparently.
Do you know what this place was? Well, isn't this a sight?
Let's see.
Wait, is this? No, it can't be. Not here.
Can't be what?
We have to get over there. The artifact we're looking for must be inside. It almost feels like an armory, or something like that.
Why would there be an armory this far out?
Warlords. Ancient elves had a lot of them.
No way across. Think we can make the jump?
Oh, no, we can make a bridge. There should be a power crystal somewhere nearby.
Like this one.
Got it.
Bring it over here and slot it in. And there we go. Easy.
Wow.
How far I remember.
Isn't that something?
A resonance amplifier. It's drawing magic from the ring temple to this area. I need to shut it down before we can go up the path. But doing that will attract anything nasty that's hanging around.
We're ready.
Dodge. Indicate rate, refresh, defect. Need more?
Under fire! Watch it! That goes to you.
That's the last of the magic energy. Path should be clear ahead.
Nothing's actually getting close enough for me to try the frost to fall so far. Have to rush up on that one then just to try it out.
Really Nev Gallus? The detective from Minrathis?
Last time I checked.
I've read about you. You've gone after some powerful mages before, but Fen Harel? The real Fen Harel?
And now Elganon and Gillenane, apparently.
Here's where I can change my gear and stuff.
My actual gods are out there trying to end the world, and Nev Gallus is on the case. I can't believe it.
Fangirling a bit. Oh, another set of armor there, waiting for us. What's over this way?
Someone met a bad end here.
Finding you Usurper's archive spirit. It's not the Dreadwolf's creation as we surmised, but another's. You can guess whose. Removing it could be risky, but leaving it equally so. I await your orders, Lord Elgin.
Even mages have trouble with the artifacts here. They expect them to work like, you know, normal magic. But they're different. The magic's more alive somehow.
Beat up this suit of armor.
Damn! Another sentinel construct. We'll have to take it down. Okay, easy enough. But watch out. Whenever you see one, there's more nearby.
Yeah, waiting.
Seeing these kinds of ruins never gets old.
Anything here that can help you piece together what exactly that artifact is?
I have a theory, but we're miles away from where that artifact should be.
Oh yeah, we're just gonna steal it off this and switch doors, aren't we? There you go. Ooh, a new mage knife. Not that I've been using it. Oh look, lots more. Oh, who's gonna come alive first? You. That one.
Construct! It means I was right.
Right about what?
About where we are. It's armored. And I think I know what the artifact is.
Well, that's done.
Further in we go.
So if this is an armory, what sort of artifact are we finding? A weapon?
An archive spirit.
What?
A creature of the Fade, bound to a crystal. Ancient elves use them to store knowledge and to help them dream.
Got a mining pick.
Methalinast. Darkspawn. Darkspawn. Here. I never would have believed it. Until today.
And all the wildlife as well. Oh, that's progress, so we'll have a quick look up here first.
Another one of those resonance amplifiers.
Get ready. Once I shut it down, the path ahead will remain blocked until the magic dissipates.
We've got your back.
Going for more tinkering. See what comes to attack us this time. See if we'll get a flooded darkspawn or something.
I've never seen Darkspawn this deep into Arlethan Forest before. As far as I know, it's never happened.
We've ruined everything.
Commanding the Darkspawn. Solas did say they were blighted.
You saw those Darkspawn, though? Something was different about them.
And we'll stop them. Once we get out of this bubble.
Right. Let's get to that central temple.
Leaky Darkspawn. You get everywhere. Ballista. Oop. Didn't mean to do that.
The wall looks weak here. I bet we could break it somehow.
Maybe if we had a ballista to shoot at it.
More Darkspawn, right where you broke that wall.
Do them all crazy strong boy stuff. Veilguard.
And another resonance amplifier.
Should be the last one, I hope.
Fingers crossed.
People right over there. Then see. Just bring alive first. Yeah. All of you.
The last barrier's down. We're close. I can feel it.
Almost there. You forget we have that jump attack.
Did you notice something about the blight? Where it is, I mean? It's almost like it's feeding off the elven magic.
Why does let me climb? I thought it was involved in the gap then. Secret room. Stench of decay fills the air. The Evaners now wield power beyond anything I've seen. Magic is fueled by corruption and death and creeps even now into the stones. We cannot outlast the siege. Oh. That's how you're supposed to get across. I must have just fudged it. Oh well.
Building's what I think it is, then the alignment means we're here. This is it. This is where it was kept.
Where what was kept?
The archive spirit, or as the ancient elves called it, the Nodus Derthalin. It means the inevitability of knowledge.
Why is it called that?
I don't know, actually. The notes were never very clear on that, but I plan to find out.
I see corrupted one.
More constructs ahead.
The inner sanctum. We're getting closer.
Don't wake up. Companion abilities.
Looks like this door is going to need a second power crystal.
Then let's go find one.
This. In. You go there. Bring you over here.
Break through that wall.
Wall. Things. We need more. What was the other power source? You go there. And we're going to take it off the other door. In there.
We did it. All that's left is the Nodus Thallen. I have so many questions for it.
You're going to ask it questions?
It's an archive spirit.
You'll see.
Fire. Not as cool as the necromancy ones, but it's an upgrade for now. There's a fight area. It looks like it should be a fight area.
Here it is. The Nodus Thallen.
So we take it and we're good, right? We can head back.
Oh, I wish. No, it's a lot trickier than that.
As if darkspawn demons and animated suits of armor aren't tricky enough.
What do you mean by tricky exactly?
If I remove the artifact the way I'd usually do it, it'll explode and take out half of Arlethan with it. Good news is, I think I can shunt the energy somewhere else. Okay, here we go. The way the magic is pulsing, I've never seen this before. It's almost like it's...
Sounds like a demon. That's a dog spawn. It's an ogre.
Ogre! That's an ogre!
Get it. Oh no. on for an ultimate ability. Freezing first then. And then do the big laser beam.
Well, wasn't expecting to fight an ogre today. Then again, I also didn't expect to learn that my gods are rampaging around and trying to end the world. Just one of those days. Okay. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Ooh. No.
Oh no, you broke it.
That's good. I think. Oh.
What does that crystal do?
Keeps the artifact powered. Focuses the ambient magical energy. That's why these things still work, thousands of years later. Oh. No, you don't.
Sulanan, Vir Sulevanan, and Asal Dirthara.
Well then.
How good your Elvish?
I am the Nadas Dirthara.
Right. I have questions.
I am the Nadas Dirthara. What do you...
Oh no, you broke it.
Where'd the spirit go? The Nadas Dithalan, I mean.
It went back into the crystal, but the crystal's broken. Until I fix it. It's kind of my thing, fixing magical stuff. Strife and Irulan will want to know about this. And the Blight, and the Darkspawn.
Did some fun math. Recreational orbital calculations. If you've been doing... Do you have your own space laser? Is that what it is? Banyan's got points. Right. Do I make her a healer? Or a rift mage? Guarding, no points. Leave, no points. Me. That was really cool. You'll be able to see it like arcing across the sky, basically. Nice. Didn't pick up any new stuff for myself. Doesn't look like there's anything up there we can get to, so away we go.
Ready to go?
Go.
Right. Let's get moving.
Come on, I'll show you the way to the Veil Jumper camp.
Belgium's got
16
battered.
on bed rest, and some of our most experienced fighters are still missing.
We're running out of Veil Jumpers. Whatever's going on out there, it's scary.
Jahel and Milva never reported back from Demeter's crossing.
There are 100 people living in that village, or near enough. You're back, and you're alive. Good.
Sounds like things have gotten a lot worse since we left.
Darkspawn. They're showing up all over Arlethan, attacking anyone in their path.
We've evacuated 3 Dalish settlements already.
We ran into Darkspawn too, near the Nodus Dirthalin.
Wait, you found the Nodus Dirthalin? The archive spirit? We could ask it about the gods. Figure out their next move.
Dalish priority.
Archive's broken. Won't tell us anything. But that doesn't matter. Any Dalish settlements we can save, we should.
So far, we've been lucky and arrived just in time. But given how fast these Darkspawn are moving, it's only a matter of time till our luck runs out.
Well, it hasn't run out yet. So let's stretch it until it breaks.
If we could predict where they'd strike next, we might get ahead of them. But so far, they've been unpredictable.
Which leaves us with what?
Demeter's crossing.
What?
Irlin and Strife. When we came in, you said you'd lost contact with Demeter's crossing. We could go check it out. The 3 of us, I mean.
You mean 4? You're not leaving me behind.
You were just wounded. We can...
You'll have to tie me up to keep me here.
I don't know what you're going to find there, Rook. Likely nothing good. But you'd be saving people. And it might get you on the trail of the gods.
Demeter's crossing's on the far side of the lake. There's a small boat at the docks. It'll take you there. Watch your back out there. And good luck.
Where is it going to put us? Do we get to explore the camp? We do. Quest complete. With the team's help, Bellara disabled the artifact and freed them from the Veil Bubble. It's also undiscovered an ancient repository of elven knowledge in the Nodus Dirthalin. While Bellara intends to unlock its secret, she has joined the team and they search for the escaped elven gods.
Okay, we'll need a boat to get there. Let's head to the dock.
Ooh.
Have a look.
So we can sell valuables. We can buy. What can we get? You're too strong yet. Shop rank 2. Just the veil. Bow for Harding. Get a helmet. Need a higher shop rank. You're just materials, you're just collectibles. and I don't have the stuff to buy that. Oh, this is upgrades. So to rank up the shop, I need other stuff. What's this? Nothing. Anything useful around here? Anything I could use to like upgrade that shop and get some better stuff? Boat's down that way. Scouting report.
We're losing too many veil jumpers as it is.
A mirror here. Well, I don't think I can upgrade the shop. Those couple of things that I found.
If you're in the market for instruments of dismemberment, just so happens I can help. Till next time.
Well, then, I think before we go jumping through any more portals or anything, I am going to finish here for today. So I will save the game while I remember. We shall call you save 1. Nerd. I'm going to find somebody to raid first. See who's online. See if there's anybody I've not raided in a while as well. Mofo is still doing Lies of P. Yeah, we'll go raid Mofo. I make fun of him struggling in a Souls-like, because he always does. And remind him to finish Dark Souls 2, because he never did. But yeah. I'll be back again on Thursday. I'll be doing more Darksiders then, because I still need to finish that. But yeah, have a nice evening. I will see you all soon. Thanks for the resub, Bueno. You're always welcome. I'll see you next time.